welcome to part 2 of our informative series for our Tulum videos. We had so much information, like I said, so we had to pack this into multiple parts. In this video, we're going to be talking about the different parts of Tulum, including the Pueblo and the downtown area, as well as Tulum Beach. If you guys find this video informative as well, please give this video a thumbs up and let's just jump right into it. Okay, so the first half of our trip, we arrived in the Pueblo, which is, again, the downtown area. It's more like authentic than the Tulum Beach and the hotel zone. It's where like the locals live. It's super cute. There's like boutique hotels. There's no like ocean or anything in this part of the town, but
the experience is, like I said, it's more of a true feeling of Mexico. But you still get the touristy part because they put tons of restaurants, tons of bars. The street food is amazing, and the street entertainment, like Sélah was saying, is that you just don't have the beach. But there's so much to do in the town, and it's another way that you can even do your excursions and stuff like that from there. Yeah,
because they're closer to the town than they are than the beach. And honestly, I would highly recommend doing part of your trip in both parts just to experience it. We actually wish that we extended our stay in the town at least one more day because we were only there for like a day and a half. There's so much to do. We stayed at the Elements Boutique Hotel, which is like smack dab in the middle of the Pueblo, and it's walking distance to everything. We didn't take a taxi or a cab once. We literally just walked to all the bars and restaurants, and it was amazing. It was a prime location. Our rooms were beautiful at that hotel. The service was great. It had a nice little pool. It's just, if you guys are looking for like a very cheap option to stay in the town and you don't want to do like an Airbnb or anything, 100% would stay at Elements Boutique.
Again, yeah. There are a lot of hotels there that you can find the prices, and like in La Valletta and stuff like that. A lot of people do Airbnbs. We chose Elements. This location was perfect. And just like every other place too, they have bikes. If you like biking, go ahead. But my God, it's so hot and exhausting.
It's so hot. And I don't know about all hotels, but I know at Elements they do allow a free bike rental. You just do like a direct deposit, or like a down payment, I guess.
A deposit. You put a deposit for the bikes just to make sure you
in case you don't wreck them.
And if I'm correct, it was like 1,000 pesos a bike. And of course, you get that back.
So like we said, if you do want to do like any of the cenotes or excursions or anything, I would recommend doing that while you're staying in the Pueblo just because it's closer. You can bike to the Grand Cenote and Cenote Calvera, which we did. Hey, if you're in better shape than us,
you can do it.
You can do it. It's about a 2-mile bike ride in 90 degrees. Mind you, you are on a main road. There are no bike paths. You are on a expressway in Mexico with like truck drivers and 90-mile-an-hour cars going, and you're just like on the side of the road in a little bike. But so we did do the Grand Cenote and Cenote Calvera, which were about how much to get in? Like $13 a person.
$50, and depending if you had drones or
cameras, you'll have to
pay more. Yeah, but those are probably some of the most popular ones, simply because they're only like 2 miles from the El Centro or the Pueblo.
So since they're the most popular ones, like if you guys are watching other YouTube videos, I'm sure a lot of people are saying this too, but for real, get there when they open, because even we got there and we got there when they opened, and right as we were coming out, the line was down the entire road. So it gets super busy. So if you want to be able to like chill and not have huge groups of people, go when they open.
And just to mention too, if you're thinking some of the other ones that are really great, there's the Casa Tortuga, Dos Ojos, and that's maybe like 20 minutes from El Centro too, which you definitely have to take a cab. Which are good ones too.
Another excursion that we really want to do was Sélah, which is like a huge water park, cenote. Like there's swimming with dolphins. There's a ton of stuff to do. That's also closer to the Pueblo too. If you guys are planning on doing that, we actually didn't get to experience it because the day that we went, it was closed. I don't know why. We heard multiple different reasonings.
We really didn't get a definitive answer.
Yeah, they didn't tell us why.
Yeah, when we first got there, it was raining a little bit, but rain in Mexico, we all know that doesn't hinder anything because it's just for whatever X amount of time. We were told that because it was on a Monday, so be aware that there's a chance. So one thing that was on our fault, maybe we should have called.
Yes, definitely called before, because we also heard it was because of the pandemic, so I don't know how true that is, but then they're going to open the next day. So just call before and make sure they're open so you don't waste your time like we did driving all the way there and then they were closed. So we were super sad we didn't get to experience that, but if you do and it's open, I would definitely recommend going, because we've heard nothing but good things about it from all the locals, everyone, so I would highly recommend going to Sélah.
Okay, so one thing we do want to emphasize as well, the two sides of Tulum, of course, is the beach hotel zone, and then the Pueblo El Centro. So since we stayed there first at the El Centro, one thing you have to know, it's not only both great places, but El Centro pricing is so much more cheaper and affordable as opposed to the beach. We'll go into more about that, but that's one good thing about staying in El Centro. Everything from your accommodations to the food and drink is literally night and day.
Yeah, you can literally find hotels there from like $70 a night to like $100.
So
it's super cheap.
And even though the pricing is cheaper, you're not losing quality.
No.
It's of course just because location. You're not on that beach
directly
road.
on the beach.
Yeah, so that's just something important to know.
Yeah, but the food is amazing. There's so many good places that we can recommend for you guys in the Pueblo. Again, everything's walking distance, and it's almost like you're just like living like the locals, which I love. And it's definitely an experience. I would definitely do it. There's like street performers walking around and break dancers, and it's just like a party. It's so much fun. So some of the places that we want to recommend in the Pueblo are a few good like lunch places and dinner places that we highly recommend and we tried out and you have to go to.
Yeah. A lot of these places, if you do your research already, you're going to find out they're all going to talk about it. So we are confirming them, or we may be saying something that you may haven't been to yet. So what is the first one that everyone talks about, that everyone mentions, is Taqueria Honorio.
Yeah.
Which is probably one of the most popular and if not best taco places there. Now mind you, don't forget they close at 3 p.m.
And they get super busy.
Super busy, so, and it's a hard close.
Another place that we loved that we actually had like a late lunch, early dinner was Burrito Amor. It was so good. Literally the best burritos I've ever had. I'm not just saying that. Honestly, Tulum has the best food that I've ever had traveling to anywhere. Yeah. It's so good. We didn't have a bad meal.
No, not at all. And you'll hear about Burrito Amor and Taqueria Honorio from a lot of other people. We're confirming.
It's so good.
It's amazing. I don't know what they do, but the service, the food and the service, amazing.
And then another place that was our absolute favorite, probably one of our favorite dinners of the entire trip, that if you are in the Pueblo or just Tulum in general, you absolutely have to eat here. It's La Brasa. It is so good.
And on that street too, everywhere we're telling you to, you're not just going to go and it's a freestanding restaurant. These are places that are within like walking distance. There's just bars and restaurants around it, but La Brasa, Labrasa, I can't even speak to how amazing it is. And
you can't really eat a bad meal in Tulum, but we're just gonna pinpoint like the places that we're like really in awe about.
Yeah, where it kind of left an impact on us.
We also wanted to try to find places that weren't like all over the internet and places that we could experience ourselves that aren't completely talked about, because there's places that are like way too overhyped that we just found. We found better places that.
Yeah. So some places got so much attention that we were like, okay, well let's try this.
We thought they were kind of overrated.
And literally across the street you'd find something like exactly like at La Brasa. As much as we loved it, it's great. Right across the street is another fantastic restaurant. I don't know if they're affiliated, just because the staff was kind of going back and forth. But again, ambiance, everything, that place was great.
Yeah, everywhere in Tulum is like super cute and like has a vibe. Like it's all just cute. There's nowhere you're gonna eat that.
Vibe. Yeah.
It is a vibe. Like everywhere is just super cute and everything's like outdoors and just like.
Bate.
Yeah, Bate is really, really good too. That place is super fun.
Yeah.
Also on top of the Kibak.
Above Kibak is a little place.
Which is a coffee place, but if you go up, there's like 2 more levels, and each level has its own bar. And the very top one is super fun.
Super fun.
I forget what it's called, but just go on top of Kibak, the coffee place, and just keep going up.
You'll find it because one morning everyone goes to Kibak.
Like I said, I'm going to have a vlog after this video. Keep an eye out for that. It's going to have like all the things that we did, and that'll be more vlog style, but this is just more like informative for you guys, just so you have a reference if you guys are going there.
Yeah. This is the Q&A place, so more comments, and I know you'll have questions.
And I'll be answering all of them too.
And I promise you, there's a very strong chance we'll know the answer.
Yep.
Departing El Centro from Elements, or any of your hotel Airbnb, we had set up for our front desk set us up for a cab to pick us up. Now you could, of course, if you want, get a cab to pull over, negotiate. Once again, we travel just carefree. Just remember that.
We just wanted convenience.
We wanted convenience. We didn't want to stress about anything. So cab got us and packed up our things. And the pricing, if I'm correct, it was about 300 pesos from where we're at, Elements Boutique Hotel, to our hotel, which was on the beach, Coco, Tulum.
But it's super easy to get from the Pueblo and the beach back and forth. All those taxi drivers work together and go back and forth, so it's really easy. We never had a problem finding a cab. They're everywhere. So you won't have a problem with that. It's just how much you're willing to pay.
And how much you're able to haggle.
Yeah.
And they're pretty good hagglers too, right back.
So, like we said, when we arrived to Tulum Beach, we actually stayed at Coco Tulum, which is a perfect location. It's right in the dead center of the hotel zone, so you're walking distance to a ton of bars and restaurants, and it's not super far to get to one side or the other of the hotel zone. It has a beach club. It's a beautiful resort, and the staff is literally the most friendly people in the entire world. We loved them. We loved our stay there. Highly recommend it. We just did a standard room with a private bathroom. The cheaper option is to do a shared bathroom. I wouldn't recommend that. That's just me. I'd rather just have my own personal bathroom. Coco is one of those places that you're gonna hear about all the time. It's like one of the main places. It's like one of the main Instagram spots that you'll see all over Pinterest and stuff is the Coco Tulum Beach swings, and it's just all white, and it's a beautiful beach. I will say, after going to a lot of the beach clubs and everything, our beach at Coco did one of the best jobs of cleaning up all the seaweed that comes up from the ocean. Our beach was very clean. They did a really good job.
And everything there, food, you name it. I can't say anything more about that place. It's just great.
They were just really accommodating and just remembered you. Just really, really good staff.
And I loved how we had our own little cabana.
Yeah, we basically, you have like your own little cabana with like a little patio and a hammock, and it's like your own little like kind of hut type thing. It's really cute.
Slice of heaven on the beach.
It's really, really cute. And we paid for a standard room, and we actually were like one bungalow away from the ocean. We could see the ocean from our room, so I thought that was super cool because I didn't pay for like ocean view or anything.
Yeah.
But so you might get
the layout of the hotel is just
either way, like it's a great hotel. So if you're not staying at Coco Tulum, you can go to the beach club. It's a $50 minimum to get into the beach club, which means you have to spend $50 US while you're there minimum. A lot of the beach clubs up and down the hotel zone will have this type of minimum, and it'll say it out front before you walk in. Some are $100, some are $250 for the bigger ones that you have to spend $250. So make sure that you don't do the mistake like we did. We actually went to Papaya Playa Project at around 3 o'clock, and they closed at 4:30. And we had a $250 minimum US dollars that we had to spend in that hour and a half. So
yeah, you could just tell you how good that part of our vlog is going to be.
Well, we accepted the challenge and we did it, but just keep that in mind that you do have to spend a minimum no matter what at all the beach clubs.
Yeah, plan accordingly when you go to the beach club. They usually open around 11 a.m.
Try to get there when they open.
Get there when they open, because then you've got your minimums to spend.
So some of the beach clubs that we did that we really, really liked, we went to Ziggy's, which was really nice. Great beach spot. That is a more chill spot. They don't really have,
there's no music.
There wasn't music when we went. That's a more chill beach club. Papaya Playa Project is gorgeous. That's more of like a high-end vibe, like with a DJ.
Yeah, that one's a little more of a party place.
Yeah, where else did we go?
Well, there's ours, of course, Coco, which is kind of the midway. They got loud music playing, but it's just a nice
chill.
Again, a nice vibe. And then there's Taboo.
That's where you go if you want to get hammered and just party.
Taboo is definitely not that. Everyone talks about it. It's wild there. I'm just telling you, that is the probably most just party your butt off beach club, and it's set up really great.
It's a beautiful place, but it gets wild. So if you're not into that, especially like right now, I want to go there.
Yeah, and I think theirs is like I think it's 150 minimum per person. Now those are per person numbers.
And then another one, Playa Paraiso. It's not so much a beach club, but it has still a beach club type vibe, but also chill. So it's a public beach. There's no minimum, but you still get like day beds. You have great food. You have a server.
Good pricing too.
Good pricing. I highly recommend. Everyone that we met when we were in Tulum, we actually told them to go to Playa Paraiso, and they all loved it. It's a really nice beach.
That you cannot go to Tulum and not go to Playa Paraiso. You will make a huge mistake.
Yes, it's very nice.
It's a must. And just so you know, even though you want to see some of the beach clubs, because a lot of people want to do the pictures and whatnot, we chose certain ones just because either we've heard about it or we've done our research, but some of the main ones, I know everyone's going to want to do the stuff like Casamalca, the quote-unquote Pablo Escobar's mansion. Well, some of these places, and like Azuli, they will charge some immense numbers, and some of these are just to get in. So some
just snap
pictures. They are consumable numbers, but a lot of it is if that's what you're just looking for, I mean, all the places are beautiful.
Yeah, I would definitely say, and like obviously, I do social media and I wanted to take Instagram pictures and everything. I never waited in line or paid money to get into a place besides the SFER museum, which I I just think that place in general is beautiful just to see, even if you're not taking pictures, so I thought that was worth it. As for places like Azulik and stuff like that, and the huge sculpture that you guys see all over Instagram with the like the person and the leaves.
I think it is where Raw Love is.
Yeah. That there's literally a line going down the street to take pictures in front of that, and to me, I just don't see a point unless you really in dire need want that shot and you need that shot. I
couldn't believe how long the lines were.
I just don't see a point just because Tulum is so Instagrammable in itself. There's no like certain spots that you need to go to take pictures. Literally everywhere you look, there's a pretty spot or a vibey spot that you can take pictures in front of, and it'll be just as beautiful. So that's the end of our part 2 of our Tulum video. We also have even more information for you guys. So as always, all these parts will be linked down below in the description box for you guys. In the next part, we're going to be talking about departure, finances, and all the places that we ate and the best places to eat.
A lot of information, but it's going to be worth your time.